Hello everyone, welcome back to Rachel's studio, and in today's tutorial we're just going to do a really simple quick tree using, let me show you the brush. I just spilled my coffee on everything, total panic mode. Oh, here they are. I've bought these before because I'm like, oh, those must be good for something, and I've never really figured out what to do with them until I was flipping through my old International Artist magazine pages I've saved. I rip them out. I rip out John Lovett's especially. John Lovett does have some online DVDs available for sale that I highly recommend. I've paid for his tutorials on his website before. I wish he would do more. My favorite. I mean, this is from International Artist magazine many years ago, and I just loved how he did animals. And you don't see him doing animals a lot, but he's so good, y'all. And if you go look online for John Lovett animal paintings, you will find some, but I just wish that he would do more animals. But he's more of a landscape painter. I mean, look at that. I mean, his work, so much of it is genius. And there's a few other techniques that I want to try in here using gouache, how he uses it to really dreamify his landscapes. I mean, this is a shoe. He made it look like magic. It's just so beautiful. And it would be fun to break down why this is so beautiful. But I don't want to make this too long. So I'm going to focus on trying this technique. I've never tried it with this long brush, how to paint a tree just using this. And I think I saw, maybe it was Thomas Schaller, someone else. Thomas Schaller is amazing, and he publishes epic videos, y'all. I mean, over hour-long, start to finish videos of his amazing paintings on his YouTube channel. Be sure to check out Thomas Schaller. I think I saw him using one, but I love to give artists, especially living artists, credit for their ideas. I just got back from an amazing Lisa Wong workshop in Charleston, and I learned a completely new way to paint from her. Do you want to see what I'm working on? So this is a painting of my son Parker wearing a lion Halloween costume. It is coming out way better than I ever could have hoped for. Thank you, Lisa Wong. I just got back literally 2 days ago. And also, I will say, before I get too far, let me just tell you guys, and I'll flip through my sketchbook. I'm going to use student grade cellulose paper for this exercise, because that's what we all should be doing, is doing a lot of miles on the brush on cheap paper. So I'm going to flip through this while I tell you about one of my next art adventures, that if you want to hear about it, here we go. All right, so anyway, my name is Rachel Parker Varner, and I teach not just the how, but the why of watercolor. This isn't done. So you move along your painting journey a lot faster. I love the possibilities of that dreamy European scene. And there's 2 ways you can stay in touch with me for free. I have a free community, 2 free communities, facebook.com/Rachel's /groups/Rachel's Watercolor Workshop. That has possibilities. And you can join that for free. And also my Patreon. You can join my Patreon for free. Patreon is where I make the majority of my income. Etsy is absolutely destroyed by artificial intelligence, so now I rely on my teaching income. So if you would like to support a living artist, you can join my Patreon, and I'll talk more about that later. But you can join my Patreon for free, and I have an online community there at patreon.com/RachelStudio/chats. You can upload your paintings there, and if you ask for advice, I will give you a couple ideas. And I'll talk later about how you can get more in-depth, direct mentorship from me later in this video. If you are interested in in-person watercolor events, I have exciting things going on, like I'm planning a watercolor cruise to Alaska that I think I'm about to start opening up, and that will be opened up to my Patreon members first. it'll be tiered. So my highest tier, my $30 level students will have the first chance to sign up. And I am shocked, but so many people have expressed interest in it. And I'm also about to do a workshop in my town. One day will be more beginner techniques, and another day will be more advanced techniques like what I learned from Lisa Wong. But lots of beginners were in the Lisa Wong workshop, and they did great. And one of them said, I almost didn't come because I'm too beginner. But then my mentor told me, look, get around good artists as much as possible. You want to put yourself around people who you strive to be like. So don't be afraid of taking workshops from more advanced artists and learning, because it will catapult your artistic process to learn the right way anyway from masters. I mean, it just makes common sense. So don't be afraid of taking advanced workshops. I wish I would have done that more. And I'm about to start myself going to more workshops, because this Lisa Wong workshop that I just took gave me so many new exciting ideas. This is an idea for a free, this is a exercise that I did, and no one really thinks it's that great. Like, a lot of people didn't watch it, and this is practicing dry brush and just basic brush strokes. This is such a good warm-up exercise. Even if you don't care about painting butterflies, I mean, look how that sparkles. It's so fresh. Love it. So anyway, but again, I'll talk more about my paid options. This has possibilities at the end of this video, but all right, so I'm going to practice what I preach and get miles on the brush and just practice a brand new way of painting watercolor trees that I have never tried this way. So it will probably not be perfect, but I don't know. I've never seen John Lovett paint with this, or anybody. So I assume you've got to get a nice juicy puddle of paint mixed up. So let's just stick to a simple palette of blues and greens for the colors that we'll use. Actually, you know what? I might just use this palette. I don't recommend a palette like this. I just use it because it fits on camera really well. Definitely don't want black in my painting though. But all these other colors I can use in my painting. One thing, tree painting 101, don't use one single green. Like, I just painted a Winslow Homer tree, and his tree was all pretty much flat green. And as you would expect, it didn't come out that great. So this is Daniel Smith Permanent Green Light. This is Winsor Green Gold. That's another beautiful color. So you can pre-mix some of your paint before you get started, and have more than one color, and have some lights and some darks. You don't want your tree to be all flat, medium value. Values do all the hard work, and color steals the glory. So let's remember that. And here goes in some French ultramarine, the richest, darkest blue that I have on my palette. So this is dark. This is medium. This is light value. Values do all the hard work. Colors steal the glory. Okay? So I'm going to get this really activated as possible. Just so I have plenty of juicy color to work from quickly. Oh, we should play with some Indian yellow. This is Indian yellow, my new favorite. Look what it does when you drop it into paint. Do you see how it explodes? Indian yellow is like magic. Look what it did. It pushed all that paint away. So when you drop this Indian yellow into a pool of like blue on your painting, it like pushes it away. Look at that. It's like a firework happening right in front of our eyes. So as my students who follow me know, I'm kind of obsessed with playing with it, like painting blues and greens and then spattering Indian yellow, because why is this good? Because it forces the paints to mix themselves on your paper, because they push each other on the paper. So that's exciting. I mean, and that's a classic Charles Reed way of painting. All right, here I go, not knowing at all what I'm doing, in front of potentially thousands of people. If I can do it in front of potentially thousands of people, y'all can, in the privacy of your studio, you can try new things that you're not good at and either fail or succeed, but you won't get anything done if you just don't paint. And as Nelson Mandela said, I never lose. I'm either winning or learning. Thank you for that, Nelson. All right, so I think, like in classic watercolor, let's start with really light color. So I'm going to just start with the lightest value color is yellow. No matter how dark you paint yellow, how thick you paint yellow, it's only going to be so dark. Okay, so I'm really loading this brush up though with plenty of water and a little bit of paint. And in most watercolor paintings, you start with the lightest color and then go to your medium colors with less water added to your dark colors with even less water added. Okay, so let's see. Wow, it's spattering. This is a fun way to spatter, actually. All right, so let's see. I feel like, oh, yeah, you drag it like that. That does work good. Or well, I should say. Oh, oh, it's doing stuff that I couldn't do with just my bare hand. Oh, okay, that's a little, I don't want that. This is cool though. Okay, so, oh, wow, it makes, okay, yeah, this is good. All right, I'm going to get some darker blue. Okay, yes, I love this. Okay, I officially, now this is the first time I've ever done it, so it's probably just going to, wow, look at that calligraphy. Okay, oh my gosh. I'm verklempt a bit. I like it. I like it. I like it. Look how organic. OMG, y'all. Okay, these aren't expensive. You can get them on Amazon for like so cheap. Okay, let me not. I love this. Let me just. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to use this brush even on animals. Okay. Wow. Stop it. Okay. Y'all, I'm verklempt. Like, I love this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it when something works, especially when I videoed it. And then I kind of feel like, oh, I'm patting myself on the back. I'm a genius, but I'm not, y'all. I'm just being brave and trying something new. All right. I'm going to get a big brush with a lot of water. Okay. For my beginners, you do not want to leave all hard edges. You want to attach your painting. So I'm going to touch the bottom of this and just create an area of attachment. Okay. So it's not like a cutout tree. And then while it's half wet, I'm going to, with just barely any paint in my brush. And now let's do a play. Let's play like what I was telling you guys. Let's get some Indian yellow and let's see what it does. Look how pretty these granulations are. That's from the French ultramarine. And see, I have some darks, I have some mediums, and I have some lights. So don't paint your tree all a flat color, all a flat value. All right, here comes some magic Indian yellow. Let's see if it does its magic. I'm going to get it kind of thick because I feel like what I've learned is that the thicker, you want it plenty of water added, but pretty thick, like half and half consistency. Because then it'll really push the paint. Oh, that is, okay. Oh Lord, I feel like I need to stop while I'm ahead, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna put a bit more cool shadow, I think, under the tree, because maybe this is like a winter scene. So I'm just gonna attach it in. You wanna have attachment in your paintings. Okay, let's make a shadow. Okay, like that. And then let's put some super dark. I'm getting super thick French ultramarine, cream consistency, almost no water added. But I don't want it to be flat blue because that's not pretty. So I'm going to just put some, while this is damp, I'm going to put some like, you know, there's some shadow in these bottom branches like there would be. Okay. Like that. And then maybe just to keep it loose. Spatter a little bit. I did a whole video on spatter, how not to overdo your spatter. Just enough spatter to accomplish your goals. So that being said, I'm going to get very watery, delicate paint. It's basically like dirty water, as Michael Sulyanov says. I've been watching some of his paid stuff too. He's epic. You're welcome if you just discovered him through me. Okay, so this is very tea consistency, a lot of water added. If you tilt up your palette, it drips readily. That makes a light value. And you want delicate light spatter. Oh, you know what? Let's make it blue though, like it's snow maybe. Like we're going into winter. Everyone's in a winter scenes right now. So let's embrace the season of winter and make it cobalt blue. Very watery though. Okay, that's almost too much. See? You don't want too much. And then, okay, that's probably enough. But wow. Okay. Yes. All right, listen. I'm going to link this in the comments where you can get a brush like this. And just know my links are affiliate links, but they will not cost you extra. It's a great way to support me without spending extra money. And if you add to your order, like if you're on Amazon and you're buying this, get some Windex and some cat food or whatever, and add it to your order, because I get credit for whatever you order on, order your Christmas presents, y'all. That will help me so much. If you use my link to buy this brush and then buy your other stuff too that you need to buy anyway. I mean, this makes cool spatter too. I mean, there's so many more experiments to be done just with this brush. I mean, with fur, with everything. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's even funny the way it moves. I will put those links in a pinned comment for you guys. Also links to some really great other videos. My latest video that kind of went viral for me was a tree painting. So that's inspiring me. You guys want trees? You want experimental, easy, but beautiful, amazing trees? Okay. I like painting trees. These are great warm-ups. So I'm going to be doing some more tree content, but I've got lots of trees on my YouTube channel now in my newer videos. And some of the Christmas trees, even if you don't care about painting Christmas trees, oh my gosh, you're going to miss out if you don't watch them and learn some wet and wet techniques. Like I tell my students, watch all my tutorials, because you won't learn about just painting a tree or a cat or whatever. You'll learn how to paint watercolor, because I leave my mistakes in, I leave my experiments in, and watercolor is just a series of fixing mistakes. So there's all kinds of different ways to make mistakes in watercolor, and there's all kinds of different ways to fix them. And I put that in all my videos. I leave my mistakes in so you learn that from me. And I will also say this is buckling stage. You see how it's buckling? So what I like to do when it's in buckling, this is the cauliflower stage. I have a whole free video about the cauliflower stage. To make your painting look even more dreamy, you can try to get it to cauliflower, especially for a tree that would have cauliflower textures. Just splat a few splats of clean, clear water into your buckling stage. Not glistening, but the paint is starting to absorb, the water's starting to absorb into your paper and making it buckle. That's buckling stage, and that's when if you go in with too drippy a paint, it'll create cauliflowers. This particular paint doesn't really cauliflower, like French ultramarine and cobalt doesn't cauliflower well. Phthalo blue cauliflowers like a dream. So it also depends on what paper you use and what colors you use and how the planets are aligned that day also. So anyway. The last thing I'll talk about is, like I said, I'll tell you about my paid online options. I've got a tutorial library of over 200 tutorials now. It's never been a better time to join, because every year, even though it's uncomfortable for me and everybody, because I like to keep my prices low, every year I make that commitment to myself, because my library gets more sophisticated and bigger. And my teaching gets better. Everything gets better every year. So my prices go up a little bit every year. Now, if you're already on my Patreon and you joined, for example, at the $9 tier, you will, once my prices go up to, say, $13 for that tier, you will always still pay $9 a month. It just takes out your payment every month for you. You don't have to worry about it once you join. It's so easy to unsubscribe though. But if you do unsubscribe, that means you lose access to that tier at that price. If I raise my prices while you're unsubscribed, then when you rejoin, when I do something exciting like this that you really want to see, you're going to have to pay a higher price. So it's really good to join and just stay subscribed so you lock in that price that you joined at. Because come January 2026, I'm raising my prices like I do every January. So join while you can at these prices and lock that in and don't unsubscribe because my prices will go up. And I'm not good at I'm a people pleaser, so I'm not good at that. So thank you for understanding, and I'm sorry that I wish this could be free, and someday if I'm a big channel, I hopefully will be able to do more free things. But anyway, thank you so much to those of you who support me by watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, rewatching my videos, binging my content. Binging my content is the best thing you can do for me because it tells the algorithm you love me, and that's the best thing you can do. This is starting to soak into the paper, do you notice? And it's graying down. That is because it's student grade paper. Okay, so a note to you guys, if you're painting on student grade paper only, you're never going to know the full potential of your work if you don't sometimes paint on good 100% cotton paper. Okay, so as this is drying, I can see it's kind of right in here. It looks really dull, but this is gorgeous and this is gorgeous. So this paper I love it for practice, but paper is the #1 art supply to worry about. Come join my Patreon for free because then that's basically like joining my mailing list. So you get alerts like when I do these amazing art adventures. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and organize a watercolor cruise. I'm scared, but I think I'm gonna do it, y'all. And my Patreon members will be the first ones in line to be able to sign up for that. And I kind of would not be surprised if it sells out fast as how fast the Lisa Wong workshop that I just did in Charleston sold out that I organized for her. I would be surprised if this cruise doesn't sell out. My parents are coming. If you have a partner, you actually need someone to share a room with. So bring an art friend or bring a non-art friend who can just go do fun things on this amazing Celebrity Edge cruise ship in Alaska. Let's see what happens if you... another thing I've learned, y'all, is, it pays off sometimes to watch through my meanderings, because I have learned that if you blot and then you splash water, you can really force the cauliflowers. And look, that made a lighter area. And remember, it's more interesting to have some light areas, some dark areas, and some medium areas. So anyway, okay, I think I talked about everything. This was really fun, y'all. I really enjoyed painting this tree with you guys, and I hope you got a lot out of it. Stay tuned for more. For the next Technique Tuesday, I am committing to the best of my abilities as a mom of a 9-year-old and wife and person with fibromyalgia. And, we all have our challenges, including me, but I am committing to publishing every week. So stay tuned for the next art adventure. And until next time, go watercolor your world. Bye, everybody.